Have you ever felt that tightness in your chest, that sense of dread when you're all by yourself? That feeling that the silence is screaming at you and you'd do anything, absolutely anything, just to have someone there? If you have, I want you to know you're not imagining it, and you're certainly not the only one. This feeling, this fear of being alone, is one of the most powerful and human experiences we can have. It can make a quiet evening feel like an eternity and an empty room feel like a vast, cold universe. This isn't just about feeling a little lonely. We're talking about a deep primal fear of isolation. It's that gut-wrenching feeling that you've been left behind, forgotten, or that you're somehow invisible to the rest of the world. This can be triggered by so many things: a breakup, moving to a new city, losing a friend, or even just a quiet weekend with no plans. Your mind starts racing. You scroll through social media, seeing everyone else seemingly having the time of their lives, surrounded by people, and that feeling of isolation just gets heavier and heavier. It's like you're on the outside of a big, happy party, looking in through a window and no one can see or hear you. And here's where it gets tricky, even dangerous. When we feel that desperate for connection, we can start making some really bad choices. We might jump into a relationship that we know isn't right for us, just to fill that void. We might cling to toxic friendships because the thought of being alone is scarier than the pain they cause. We might say yes to things we don't want to do, compromise our values, or lose our own identity, all in an effort to avoid that gnawing emptiness. It's like being so thirsty you drink salt water, knowing it will only make you thirstier in the long run. That desperate search for companionship can lead us down paths that ultimately leave us feeling even more isolated and misunderstood than before. So, what do we do? How do we face this fear without letting it control our lives? The answer isn't to simply get over it. It's about learning to cope and eventually learning to befriend ourselves. The first step is to acknowledge the feeling without judgment. It's okay to feel this way. Let yourself sit with the discomfort for a moment instead of immediately trying to run from it. Ask yourself, what is this feeling really telling me? Often it's a sign that we need to reconnect, but not necessarily with others. First, we need to reconnect with ourselves. This is where building a life you love for yourself becomes your superpower. Find a hobby that you can get lost in. Maybe it's painting, writing, learning an instrument, or coding. Something that engages your mind and your hands, something that is just for you. Challenge yourself to do things alone that you'd normally only do with others. Go to the movies by yourself, take yourself out to a nice lunch, or go for a hike. At first, it might feel incredibly awkward. But each time you do it, you're sending a powerful message to your brain. I am enough. I can be my own companion. Exercise is also a game changer. It's not just about physical health. It releases endorphins that combat feelings of sadness and anxiety. Turning on some music and just dancing around your living room can shift your energy in minutes. Another powerful tool is mindfulness or meditation. There are tons of free guided meditations online that can teach you how to calm your racing thoughts and find peace in the present moment, even when you're alone. You start to realize that the scary thoughts are just that, thoughts. They aren't your reality. It's about turning your solitude into a sanctuary instead of a prison. Fill your space with things that bring you joy: books, plants, art, cozy blankets. Create a comforting routine. Maybe it's a cup of tea and a good book before bed, or a morning walk to watch the sunrise. These small rituals create a sense of stability and comfort that doesn't depend on anyone else. Most importantly, if this feeling of isolation is overwhelming and affecting your daily life, please reach out for professional help. Talking to a therapist can provide you with tools and strategies tailored specifically to you. There is so much strength in asking for help. It is a sign that you are ready to take control and build a healthier relationship with yourself and with being alone. You don't have to navigate this journey by yourself. Learning to be comfortable in your own company is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. It's a journey, not a destination, but it's a path toward true freedom and self-reliance. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more content like this. Take care,